wrong. I don't think anyone died. But someone broke into his shed and took his golf clubs.
Okay.
Hey, you Sonic-loving fanfiction writers. This is another episode of the Tinkle Hoy Podcast.
You're starting off the podcast by insulting our listeners?
Yeah?
Sonic fanfiction writing. Say it one more time?
I don't remember what I said.
It was there and then
I think I said
gone.
Sonic fanfiction writing lovers. I don't think it made sense at the end of the
No,
day.
it does make sense. They like people that write Sonic fanfictions. I get ya. Well, hello. It is I, co-host Quentin, with our very insulty and hot-headed co-host as well.
Juan.
And yeah, my Sonic fanfiction writing lovers, it is time for another episode of the podcast. So how are you?
I'm doing good. It's been kind of crazy at our house lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the niece coming, some stuff's going on. I'll let you know afterwards.
Oh, okay.
But something crazy happened last night to my other vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Someone cut up the back seat.
Cut up the back seat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I haven't seen it yet, but my parents told me that whoever my brother took it because they've been borrowing the vehicle to go different places so they're not wasting gas on their big gas guzzlers.
Yeah.
And they told me that someone cut up my back seat of my other car.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna let them use your car anymore, right?
No.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I would be like, unless you give me names of people that could have done it, you're not borrowing my car.
I want to know who did it.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know how that could have happened to begin with.
He left the window in the back seat open.
And what? No. You would have gotten just shit stolen out of your car. No one goes, that person left their window open. I'm going to cut the fuck out of their back seat. No one does that.
Who's to say nothing is stolen? I mean, all of my personal stuff is in my main vehicle, but that's my old vehicle, so...
Yeah.
My parents have been using it, so they had two vehicles to drive back and forth to from work.
Wow.
So who's to say one of their stuff isn't stolen?
Mm-hmm.
Something of theirs, but I don't think they put anything too valuable in there.
Even then, people steal just to steal.
Oh my god, I don't know if my Goku figurine's in there now.
Oh no. I don't know. Upsetting. Imagine they cut up your backseat and steal your Goku figurine.
Yeah, sorry Travis.
Oh, that sucks. Anything else besides that wacky thing? I don't even know what to call it because it's not even like a bad event. It is a bad event. It is a bad event, but it's not as bad as it could have been, I guess. Like, I can see like breaking a window, like, oh, someone broke my window, but like cutting up your back seat.
Yeah, it's like I don't know who my brother crossed or what enemies they have.
Yeah, or who they just had in the back seat.
Yeah, that's what my mom was saying. It's like they had to have someone in the back seat because why was the back window rolled down?
Yeah, that, and also it's like, I don't know. Okay, put your mind inside just like a random person.
My tinfoil cap on.
Yeah, put your mind into someone who is like no connection to you whatsoever. You're walking down the street late one night, and that you see someone's window is rolled down. So are you poking your head through the window and cutting up the back seat, or are you opening it, sitting inside of it, and then like turning, like getting on your knees and like cutting it that way? Like, none of it makes sense. Like, it would have to be they were going somewhere, someone was sitting in the back seat and said, man, I'm fucking bored, and my ADHD medication ran out last night.
I don't know, maybe they were doing hard drugs.
Maybe.
My brother's a crazy person.
That's also a possibility, because that does seem like a bad thing for bad people to do. So, okay, anything else besides that?
Just been on a movie watching spree. I went to go watch Across the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, was it Beyond the Spider-Verse?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the two.
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Beyond the Spider-Verse. I went to go watch The Flash, and I watched Elemental.
What did you think of The Flash?
It felt like someone took Zack Snyder's world and just dipped it in a pool of the Silver Age comics.
Okay.
It just felt very wacky and over the top.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's just like a moment where they wanted like a bad event to happen that just keeps getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like a building falling,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a hospital, and a bunch of babies fall out.
Okay.
And these babies are falling, and the nurse is falling.
Uh-huh.
And Flash is like running low on calories.
Uh-huh.
And there's a vending machine, so what does he do first? He pops his hand in and just starts eating everything in the vending machine before going to save these babies.
Okay. This is why I don't watch comic book movies at all. Stuff like that. I would
I'm planning to do
my
a
eyes.
review for the YouTube thing I'm doing now.
Nice.
My avatar.
That'll be good, yeah. Okay, so anything else? Any other good movies?
Beyond the Spider-Verse, great.
I've heard. I need to see it. I'll probably watch it at some point.
Yeah.
Huh. Scenes with
Not
me.
by your own merits, it's going to be someone else watching it, and you're like, oh. And
No.
you're just going to sit down.
I can watch it. But yeah. Yeah, I can
Actually,
go
I
out
think
of my way to
you
watch
told me your dad's a Superman fan, right?
Yeah.
I think I have like 2 movies that I will buy just for you and your dad to watch because I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Like which ones?
Probably Superman versus the Elite and Superman All-Star.
Uh-huh. Animated movies?
Yeah, animated movies.
I don't know what he would think of that. I also don't know if he knows that he likes Superman still.
What do you mean? You don't know if he knows that he likes Superman?
Yeah, well, because it was back then. It's been a while.
Oh.
So hasn't really seen any Superman content in a while. But he was like a really big fan of Smallville, the Superman TV show. He liked that. But he probably would enjoy those movies. But for me, work is work. But I bought a gun.
You bought a gun?
I bought a gun, technically.
Oh, we should have had Willem on here.
Yeah. He would have hated this gun.
Oh, yeah?
It's technically not mine. But I did buy it. It's under my name and everything. But
then how is it technically not yours?
because I sold it for $10.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of gun is this?
It's a AR, right? It's an AR. Okay. But it's chambered in 7.62 by 39, which is an AK round.
You know what? If you're hearing this, you probably know what that means. I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I forget the name of it or what it's called, but it looks like a normal AR. But it's chambered in 7.62 by 39. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But I've been thinking about buying a gun for myself, honestly. A nice little, handgun.
So, another gun besides that?
Mm-hmm.
So, what made you purchase this gun and then decide to sell it?
Well, okay, no, because one of my coworkers saw this gun, really wanted the gun, saved up the money all themselves and all that, went to go buy the gun, figured out that they couldn't. So, just kind of did this weird little loophole that you can do where I buy the gun because I'm 100% allowed to and everything. And then I can legally sell it and transfer the ownership to them.
Did you transfer the ownership?
I did.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't want to find out. I don't want to see some, murder on 5th Broadway. And it's we found a gun registered to a Quentin.
Yeah, I've talked to him about that. I was like, you gotta be good. You gotta be good.
You transfer. He's like, it's in your name now. It's out of my power.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, did my brother, my middle brother Andrew's dad.
Mm-hmm.
One time, someone, I don't even know if the actual case, but someone, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think anyone died, but someone broke into his shed and took his golf clubs.
Okay.
And I think they shattered windows with it. And they found it at the scene of the crime.
And they traced it back.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm not sure if someone died or not. I don't think it was that serious. I think, or maybe it was used in an assault.
It could have been. Golf clubs are good for that. I like the idea of someone being like, I need a weapon, but it needs to not be my weapon.
Traced it back. Yeah, they traced it back. Which is surprising to me because I didn't know golf clubs had like ownership numbers.
Well, I wouldn't say they do, but I feel like golf clubs, especially if you have like the actual golf club, you can figure stuff out from that, like CSI it. Be like, all right, it's this brand of golf clubs. Let's look at like the nearest places to buy golf clubs, and then they go and they're like, hey, did you sell any golf clubs in like the past month and a half? And they're like, oh yeah, we sold that exact kind. I
remember my mom saying that they had to prove that the storage got broken into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the same the person that stole those golf clubs just have a vendetta against my family. It's like, I'm gonna cut up the back seat next.
What's gonna happen next? That'd be some what would be the step up from stealing golf clubs and committing assault or to cutting up your back seat?
I don't know, man.
I feel like they'd rip off the tags to your mattresses.
I was gonna say they're gonna remove my tires.
Remove your tires. That son of a gun ain't going nowhere unless you be the Incredible Hulk.
I actually tried looking for that video again, but
I know, right? I hate how that's still like in my memory, but other than that, when's the Star Wars party?
It's on July 5th.
Okay. Oh fuck. I was gonna ask you a favor on July 5th.
What's the favor?
Do you think you could drive me to Salt Lake City Airport? Like around midnight?
Around midnight?
Yeah. Well, no, it would be before that. It would be like 7 p.m.
7 p.m.?
Yeah.
I don't think that seems like a hard ask.
Okay.
Because I think the marathon would end like at 9.
Yeah. Do you think you'd be able to pick me up?
If I'm sober by then.
Well, it'll be like July 13th.
Like I'd pick you up you're leaving July 5th and coming back July 13th?
Yeah.
What does July 13th fall on?
A Wednesday.
A Wednesday?
Something like that.
It is a big maybe.
It would be later.
Because that is the due date of my niece.
It might also be July 14th, technically. Like early in the morning. Because...
Is this thing with you going with the band?
No. This is something totally unrelated.
Oh. You have to be on standby for that, man.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll communicate.
Like my niece is due the 13th, but our good friend Travis said that his son was born 2 weeks before his due date.
I was born almost a week after. Like it's random, pretty much. I actually have a picture. I was supposed to be due on like May 27th, and then I was born June 4th.
I think I was a morning baby. Do you know what? Were you a...
Fuck.
Were you a morning baby, a midday, a night baby?
Like, when I was born?
Yeah.
Fucking... It was afternoon. It was night. I was a night baby.
You were a night?
Yeah. Because I was...
Like, what, like, we're saying, like, 10 o'clock, 2 in the morning.
I just got sent these by my mother for my birthday. Fucking. I was born. Okay, I was born at 8 a.m.
At
technically.
8 a.m.
Yeah, but labor started at 8:05 p.m. It's 12 hours.
Okay, I was about to say, like, wait.
12 hours.
I was thinking 8 in the sense, like, what the fuck do you mean you were born before the labor started?
Yeah,
It was a 12 hours, so she was in the hospital for 12 hours.
You see, yeah, June 3rd, June 3rd, like, it started, and then, June 4th, but 12 hours later, I was born.
Technically sister-in-law? I don't know how you'd refer to...
Sister-in-law?
Well, I mean, they're not married.
Oh, person? my whoever it is.
The mother of my niece. Of my future niece.
Oh, aunt, technically? I don't know.
Aunt? What do you mean aunt?
Not your aunt. No, yeah, you're right. You're on the right track.
It'd be just like the mother of my future niece.
Yeah, sister-in-law.
Yeah, I mean, does that have to be married to be sister-in-laws, though?
Doesn't have to be.
They don't have to be?
They have a relationship. That's all that matters.
All right.
I was going to say, 'cause, like, marriage is kind of falling to the wayside of recently. Not a lot of people are getting married.
She's in that window of the 2 weeks, so it was like, could come any day.
Yeah.
We get a phone call right now.
Imagine it happens on July 4th.
She'd be a 4th of July baby.
Yeah. It'd be like the whole world is celebrating. Or the whole United States of America,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's like, those fireworks are for you, kid. You're like Rapunzel.
She's going to come out with tetanus. The ringing in the ears. Just like, from all the constant banging.
No, I'm excited.
When she's born.
I'm actually going to do a thing. It's like, how old will my niece be when One Piece ends?
Yeah, that would be funny. The second she's born, you should light up a Roman candle.
What do you think? I think we should make a gentleman's bet.
A gentleman's bet on how old your niece is going to be when One Piece ends?
Yes, like...
Oh, fuck. I wish I was more caught up with One Piece, because then I feel like I'd have a better...
Okay, well, maybe we'll just spitball then.
Spitball?
Instead of a bet.
She's going to be 7.
I was going to say 5.
Yeah. 5 or 7. I was stuck between 6 and 7. I decided to go with 7.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if One Piece is still going on after she's 7.
Yeah.
We both lose.
Yeah. That would be insane for One Piece to go on for 7 more years, because they just had like a...
I mean, it could. How long have they been in Wano?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
See, I'm not caught up with
the
One Piece.
latest island.
Yeah, I'm not caught up with One Piece, so it's like, I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
close.
about.
I'm on that island, but I'm like 100, 200 episodes behind.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm on the island they're currently on in the current arc. But I am...
That's still fucking...
Still have like 200 episodes.
That's like hilarious to me, because if you were talking about any other show, it would sound like hell, right? Like, imagine... I'm trying to think of like an escape anime. Like Rainbow. Do you remember Rainbow?
I don't.
Fuck. Rainbow is like about a juvenile detention center in like Japan during like the depression.
I think you and Eli would talk about this.
Yeah,
I never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen Rainbow.
It's really good. It's really good, but it's like during the aftermath of World War II. So they're like in this Great Depression. So there's a lot of juveniles and stuff. So they're at a juvenile detention place. It's not even a school. It's just like they're pretty much in jail. They're in juvie.
Right? This is a feel good. Like this is a feel-good anime? Or?
No, it's not. There's a lot of bad stuff that happens in it. But I can't imagine Rainbow being like 200 fucking episodes, and they're like, episode 190, they're like, all right, we finally dug the tunnel. And then the next episode, they're like, we're going in the tunnel, and then 8 episodes is them inside the tunnel.
Each episode would just be one conversation?
Yeah, it's like, The only reason One Piece gets away with it is because it's world building. No matter what's going on, you're constantly getting information about
True,
something.
but in my first review, I was like, yeah, not too much happened. It's like, this happened, Luffy's in prison now, these characters are doing this, and yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
For the first 20 episodes, that's what happened.
Yeah, but okay, like I can't see like Luffy being in jail, right? And then the next episode he's out. Even then, you'd be like, what was the fucking point of that? That's the captain. You're telling me the captain was in jail for like 20 minutes and no one gave a shit?
Well, I mean, there's like a big thing that doesn't make any sense that's happening now. A big character, you haven't met the character yet, but it's a big character, you eventually meet them, showed up to that place, and they conveniently now have amnesia.
Is this Junbei?
No.
Oh, okay.
You're on the right track, though.
I'm assuming I'm on the right track. Doflamingo.
No. I like Doflamingo, though.
Yeah, I do too. I would love that.
I honestly realized Doflamingo is just a different flavored crocodile.
Yeah, I feel like he has a kind of a better backstory, though.
He does have, well, I mean, we don't really know Crocodile's backstory, do we?
We don't. But that's the thing is, like, Crocodile's just like, I want to say he was like a mafia boss. I forget what.
Well, yeah, he was. He was a mafia boss.
And he pretty much.
But we don't really get like his past and why he is the way he is.
It was just like he controlled Alabasta.
But I mean, there's very similarities because Doflamingo controls Dressrosa. Yep. Many people see him as like this savior.
Yeah.
And they both each had like 5 brain plans to get the people to hate the king.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying it's like they're very similar, but Doflamingo's.
So I want to talk more about him, man, but you're not there yet.
I know. I need to start more.
Yeah.
I might just hop on your what Verve Crunchyroll?
Oh, Verve is down. Verve's gone.
Oh, what was the one that I watched Oshi no Koshi on?
Oshi no
right?
Koshi. That's a High Dive.
High Dive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say
it's not on High Dive. High Dive has like, I want to say some underground like ones that aren't like. It's got Higurashi, the first.
The first one, not the remake.
Yeah, the first one.
Oh wow. Higurashi's kind of interesting.
I love Higurashi
in its own right. The visual novels, or not the visual novel.
I got my friend into it, and I said like it's an anime in which it gives you a mystery and it gives you all the pieces to solve that mystery. But at each time you're gonna learn something more, but you're gonna have a different conclusion.
Yeah. I have a question.
What?
Are you keeping up with Oshi no Koshi?
Yeah.
Did it just fall off?
No.
Is it kind of like meh?
I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
It hasn't done too much with the revenge plot, but I feel like it's always that like
we're getting there.
It's always that like it's behind the corner waiting to come out.
Yeah.
It kind of shows kind of like the darker side of like the entertainment business and stuff like that. And stuff that like goes into it and.
But it could definitely be seen as like kind of a hyperbole of it. In general, because it's not like it happens every fucking day. It probably happens often, just not. It's not like, oh yeah, every single business is just like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering about Oshi no Koshi because like after that first episode came out, no one talked about it. Like no one gave a shit.
It's still up there in the anime rankings.
That's weird.
I
they
think
still do hour-long episodes?
No.
Okay.
The first one. I think the first one was just an hour long, just so people didn't get whiplash.
Yeah.
Because imagine watching 3 episodes of like this.
Lovey-dovey.
Kind of like it's like we're just gonna see this idle mom doing her best.
Yeah.
To raise her kids that used to be her fans and then they got reincarnated as her kids.
Yeah. It's still so weird of a show to me.
It is.
But okay. I don't really know.
Well, I mean, there's things I'm waiting to happen. They're probably not going to happen in the first season. I probably have to go jump and read the manga, the light novel, whatever it's based off of.
Yeah.
It's the sister learning that her now brother was the doctor.
I don't like that.
Why don't you like that?
I don't like that because the The whole conversation that they have in the first episode about her and all that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Or finding out that the doctor died in the first place.
Yeah. Oh, such a fucking weird show to me.
It's anime,
no, it's anime at its worst, in my opinion. Because it literally it feels like it's a novella or something. You know, it's just like drama to be drama.
Maybe.
Yeah, I like. It feels like a bad TV show. Like, if you like Grey's Anatomy, you would love Oshinokoshi.
You know, I love Oshinokoshi and I hate Grey's Anatomy, so what's that tell you?
Like Lost. You know? I don't know.
No, I mean, if you want the Lost of it, never got an anime, but of manga, Cage of Eden.
Cage of Eden, yeah.
Cage of Eden is the Lost of manga.
I feel like I've heard that.
Even the ending is like Lost. Something that just comes out of left field and is kind of like...
Really?
Okay, you just dropped that thing and gonna end it there?
Yep. Huh.
Which is a shame because it got really good, but then it's just out of nowhere. It's like, oh, this.
Huh. What about video game stuff?
I'm excited for Spider-Man 2.
Is that not out yet?
Is it out?
Probably not.
It's like, if it's out, next paycheck, I'm going for that PS5. Was it PS6? Yeah, no, PS5.
PS6. I'm surprised you haven't been playing, like, Tears of the Kingdom.
I forgot about that.
You forgot about Tears of the Kingdom?
I have.
It's really good, apparently.
I hear that. I've seen people, I guess you get a glue gun arm or something, is what people have explained it as.
Yeah, Link, I guess, loses his arm or something.
Really?
Yeah, and then this weird, they're like ancients kind of thing, is just like, I will give you mine. And just, he has this weird, like, it's like if Rob...
It's like, man, I can't believe they're just copying Devil May Cry so
I know!
shamelessly.
I know! I saw that, and I was like, why does everyone have to, like, lose an arm? But, that's, you know the funny thing about that?
What?
I was like, when I saw that he loses his arm and gets a new one.
I didn't know he lost an arm. I thought it was like a gauntlet.
I think it's lost. Like, I think it's lost. If it isn't lost, it is a gauntlet. But I'm pretty sure it's lost. Because it looks like it...
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know shit what happens.
Well, it looks like it's like an infection. Like, that's the style of it. Because if it cut off, like, at the elbow or something, like it looked like a glove, I'd be like, okay, it's a glove. But it, like, it goes up to his shoulder in some places. But I was going to say that I bet at the end of the game he gets his arm back.
Probably.
Which I would find fucking hilarious.
Well, I mean, technically it's been a while, but this is like the first major Link game that's a sequel to the first, right?
Yeah. It's kind of
I mean,
weird.
Wind Waker has a sequel, but it didn't come out for GameCube too. It came out on a separate system.
Mm-hmm.
This one is like Ocarina of Time and then Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
So it's Breath of the Wild and now this one.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, it's like the first time we've gotten a sequel that's on the same console.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if Phantom Hourglass is Toon Link still, or Wind Waker Toon Link, or if it's just looks like Wind Waker Toon Link.
Oh, I gotcha.
Or the train. What was the train? Or is that part of Phantom Hourglass?
I think that's part of Phantom Hourglass. I have no idea. But, yeah, it kind of makes me want to remember what the ending to Breath of the Wild is, because essentially it's like, and they lived happily ever after. So I guess they
beat
kind
Calamity Ganon, and then Zelda's like, oh, I saw everything. I know. He's like, do you remember me, Link?
Yeah. And
maybe you do if you went through. Honestly, I think I played that game like perfectly. I think I got all the memories like in a perfect like order.
Yeah.
To like the way it was going, it felt like very like
linear.
Narratively, this is actually a really good place to get this memory to where I am right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then Tears of the Kingdom, I'm guessing, is like kind of aftermath-ish of that. It's weird that they bring back Ganon pretty much immediately. You know, it's not a new
It's always
villain.
Ganon. I don't know. I kind of like to see Majora come back or something.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, though, is like if we got like Calamity Ganon in Breath of the Wild, and then for the next one, even if they did like a Civil War-esque thing where they were just like, oh yeah, this villain, all of them are back kind of thing. But no, it's just Ganon again.
Well, what's the one on, was his name like Zaz or something?
You thinking of
in Twilight Princess?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
I think he'd be a cool villain.
He would
come back as a main villain.
He would. He's the one that ends up killing Ganon in the end, isn't he? Of that one?
He's
what
the villain through the first half of the game.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm thinking.
And then after you beat him, you do some more stuff, and then you eventually go to like the sand. It's like a sand temple, and you find out these light beings tried to kill Ganondorf, but it didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I definitely feel like they could have dug a little bit deeper for some of the villains on this. But besides that,
maybe they don't want to try. It's like, you know what? We got a formula. It's been working for the last decade. We just let's just not change.
That's the thing. Legend of Zelda has never been formulaic, right? Every time there is a new Legend of Zelda, there's always something new. Because if you think about it, like,
I mean, the gameplay wise, but like when it comes to like, I guess like the main story, like Link, Ganon, Zelda.
Yeah, I get that. Builds, they're the Triforce, you know, blah blah blah, all that. But like, I'm thinking like Four Swords, the 4-player co-op one, like that's, you know, totally different. It still has that formula of Legend of Zelda. Then Breath of the Wild, it was like, that was open world, do what you want to do, like in whatever order you want, kind of thing. And now we're at the next phase where it's like, okay, it's open world because we've done it, it works, but now you can build. It's Minecraft Zelda.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I haven't played it yet, but I'm kind of hoping, because you know the formulaic of like you go into a dungeon, you get a new item, and now you can use that item to get through the dungeon.
Yeah.
And that item's gonna come into play when you fight the boss.
It seems like we're leaning more on power-ups than anything. You do the dungeons and stuff for power-ups. It's no longer an item. Because like if you need an item,
well, I think it'd be cool if it's an item, but like each temple has like multiple routes to get to the thing. So it's like,
yeah,
you don't have the hook shot yet. You don't have to take this route because you don't have the hook shot. If you did, you could take this route.
Yeah, I get that, definitely. I feel like it probably still has like the dungeons kind of thing, but I think for the most part, like all the shrines and stuff.
Well, I was kind of hoping they're like, I kind of wanted them all to be like the Ganon's castle.
Mm-hmm.
That it's just this big thing that you just got to get to that circular thing. There's multiple ways to get there, and maybe you'll go the easy way, or maybe you're gonna run into a enemy that's just gonna wreck your shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've neither have played the game yet, so it's kind of hard for us to say.
Just that one and Spider-Man 2 is ones I'm excited for. They're video games you're excited for?
We're getting...
Are you playing Diablo?
I'm not. I do not want to play Diablo. It seems like it's... I don't want to play grind-heavy games, like, at all anymore. Like, Diablo has always been that kind of game where it's like you just play. You just go and do to get to a bigger number kind of thing. But... we have the Silent Hill 2 remake coming out soon.
Oh, that's actually coming out?
It's coming out.
I thought that was just like a fan-made tease, like a fan-made thing.
Nope, that's an actual thing that's happening. It's coming out in like the next month.
Oh, damn, video ID. I'm going to have to beat the first, beat it again, and feel like, all right, now let's compare these two.
Yeah. Silent Hill F is coming out as well.
Damn, big year for Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's a Silent Hill that takes place in Japan, and it's apparently supposed to be more on the psychological side. We have Metal Gear Solid Delta coming out soon. Do you want to hear my opinions on that?
I mean, I feel like I already know your opinions on that.
What do you think my opinion is on that?
Dog shit.
I have a little bit of hope.
You have a little bit of hope? I have
a little bit of hope.
Why? Well, what brings some hope into this?
They put out multiple statements saying that they're going to try to keep to the original game as much as possible.
Oh wait, it's a remake, or it's like
It's a remake.
Re-edition. It's gonna be kind of like Resident Evil 2. They're just grabbing the first game and completely redoing it, but same story type thing.
Well, if we were doing the first game, that would be MGSX. So what game do you think they're redoing? What game do you think they're doing? Let's say like mainline Metal Gear games.
Metal Gear Solid 2?
Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, and let's throw in Acid as well. And Peace Walker.
I'm guessing Peace Walker?
Okay. No.
No?
No. They're doing Metal Gear Solid 3.
3.
Because it's... The reason they started with 3 is because it's the first one on the timeline.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's going to be like an introduction. I hate how they picked the name Metal Gear Solid Delta, though. Do you get it?
No.
Delta is a triangle. How many points are there on a triangle?
3? Is that the
Yeah.
big brain reason that they gave?
Yeah, so if you look at it on like the Steam store or YouTube or anything, it says Metal Gear Solid triangle. Like the shape, like the actual shape.
Metal Gear Solid triangle.
Yeah. The trailer looks good, but it's purely, computer generated, whatever you want to call
AI
it.
generated.
Yeah, it's an AI It honestly kind of looked a little weird to me, but yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3. So we're going back to the Russian jungles, and we're gonna eat frogs and snakes. And they've said they're gonna keep everything they possibly can true to the original, but they're just gonna give it a modern
I guess there's some.
look.
Hopefully, there's some competent people working at Konami.
I'm not too sure about it, but I still might actually buy it because it's going to come with every other Metal Gear as well. It's going to come with a HD remake of 1, an HD remake of 2, an HD remake of 4, and yeah.
That just tells me they don't have confidence in this game.
Exactly.
They're like, you know what? People don't like that. What's his name? Hideo Kojima? I was about to say Anno.
That's funny.
He's like, people don't like that we got rid of him and he's gone and they don't have faith in us, so we need some incentive. When's the last time we did a mod? When's the last time we did this?
Yeah. You know what the even fucked thing is? Like the trailer for it? I hate the trailer. Do you want to know why?
Why?
It looks like they used the footage that they used for their pachinko machines. It looks exactly the same. If you look up the Metal Gear Solid pachinko machine cutscenes, they're like super upgraded and detailed, right, and all that. And then if you look at the trailer, they used the exact same techniques on both of them. And it's like, that pachinko machine has been using those cutscenes for over 8 fucking years now. You're telling me that you guys just went copy, paste? But, I hope here's my question. What are they gonna do for Snake's voice? What are they gonna do?
What's his name?
They haven't said anything about it. If it's not David Hayter, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Like I've losing.
I know Leon's voice actor changed for the remakes, right?
I don't even give a shit about the remake of Resident Evil 4. It looks so
2
bad.
and 4. Leon is not the same voice actor.
Yeah.
But they brought he's got this critical role, right?
Matt Mercer?
Yeah, Matt Mercer back for the movie that they did that has
the animated movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. He does a really good job with that voice.
Yeah.
I don't mind him as
Speaking of him, I actually started Mighty 9.
Yeah. Oh, nice. He's Ganon, by the way, in Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, damn. Ganon. Oh, I guess I should have expected Ganon talks.
Yeah.
They all talk now, but Link.
Also, he's like a sexy beach dad.
I've seen the memes.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the memes, too.
So he changes quickly, because that first trailer had him, like, skin and bones waking up.
Yeah. And then he's like, you know what? I'm feeling like I need to wear a kimono to this try. It's so weird to me that he has like the half shirt and all that. Like, why did they make Ganon sexy? Answer me that. Where's like the pig warlord Ganon?
I mean, that Ganon's been away for a while.
I know, but it's so weird.
Ever since Ocarina of Time, I feel like that was Ganon's first time looking like that, probably.
Yeah. Is this the arc where Nintendo learns that sex sells?
I think they've always known that.
Yeah. I have one more game that I'm looking forward to.
Metroid Prime? Oh, wait, no, those came out.
I was going to say, I know. Pragmata.
Pragmata.
Mm-hmm. It's a Hideo Kojima game.
I think you've told me about it. I've heard you say these words.
Yeah, it disappeared for like 4 or 5 years or something. And I have a theory. That the game was like close to being done, or that they were still working on it. And they were like, do we want to like do a release trailer or anything for it? And Hideo Kojima was like, no. Let's wait until Konami does something. Because the second Metal Gear Solid Delta dropped their trailer, he dropped a trailer for Pragmata. And it was like, you're still mad, aren't you? I swear to God, because I'm hoping that they release on the same fucking day. So that Metal Gear Solid Delta sales will be low and Pragmata sales will be high. Because Pragmata looks good.
They'd probably just change the things.
Change what things?
They'd probably just change the date if they found out he was going to release it on the...
Hideo Kojima's an asshole. He would probably also change it. Yeah. I like the trailer too because it apologizes for the game not coming out sooner.
Oh.
Which is like a really cool thing, but it does it in game kind of thing. It's cool. Other than that, it's the 2 Silent Hill games. I have one more, but I'm kind of upset about it. So a game came out recently.
Okay.
And I've had my eye on it for a long time.
Okay.
Can you guess what it is?
No, I don't know video games.
Final Fantasy 16. It came out not too long ago.
I don't feel like anyone's talking about it. I didn't even know they were making a 16.
Oh my God. You would...
I'm living under a fucking rock, apparently.
You are. I don't know if you would like it because it's a hack and slash. It goes back to like 15, like that style, but more.
But 15 did well, though, so...
Yeah. No, 16 looks amazing, but it's like hardcore.
Who's our new group of characters?
We're back in the past.
But who's our new group of
characters? I don't know. I'm not looking at anything for this game. But for right now, it's PS5 only. But it's coming to PC soon.
Well, you know what? I don't mind that because now I have a second reason to buy a PS5, not just for Spider-Man 2.
I don't know. I mean, you have a PC. Why not wait for Spider-Man 2 to come to PC and then just play it on your computer?
Maybe.
Why spend the money on a PS5 that you're going to touch like every here and there compared to like a PC where you're like, I'm done withdrawing. I'm going to play a game.
I'm kind of afraid of like how much can this PC take?
It's done, right?
Technically, yeah, but it's like...
What's missing?
No, that's nothing's missing, but like how much of a stuff can I put on it? Because, I'm editing videos, so I have Adobe Premiere, Adobe After Effects.
How much space do you have?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, we'll probably just have to take a look after the podcast, because I'm pretty sure you have plenty of space. And it's just a matter of, do you have space for it?
Yeah.
And you could always make space. But Final Fantasy 16 looks great. There's it's Devil May Cry 5, but Final Fantasy.
I was about to say they announced another Devil May Cry.
I want that so bad. A Devil May Cry 6 would be incredible.
I mean, I imagine they do, and I can't imagine it just ends there, right?
It's a good place to end.
Dante and Virgil just go fight up in hell.
Yeah.
And Nero just stays.
Yeah. I feel like there's
nowhere else to go.
Well, there's a quote for that. Is like, I go, you stay here. Something.
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant. Maybe like any other show. movie.
Yeah, but they usually don't know when to end it.
Yeah. But also, like, Final Fantasy... Devil May Cry 5 took a lot to actually get made. Other than that, I don't really think there is anything else I'm looking at. Games have been kind of hard of recently, but we're still eating. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16's been out for a while. People are playing it like crazy. It looks like I would fucking enjoy it because it looks very technical. Like you could do some shit. What would you want in a game recent? I feel like Bloodborne. I feel like you'd love a Bloodborne too. Then you could go back, beat the first one, and then play the second one.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
You know what? I want to beat it, but I just know Travis would be so smart. Like, about fucking time you beat it.
Yeah, like 10 years?
Probably.
Yeah. How do you feel about Mortal Kombat 1?
I'm kind of indifferent. It's kind of like...
The remake?
Fun fighting games is all I really see it as.
Wait, but what do you think about the remake? Mortal Kombat 1.
Wait,
what?
You mean the new video game which is technically Mortal Kombat 11 that they're calling Mortal Kombat 1? Or you're telling me that they're going back and redoing MK1?
I'm telling you they went back and redid MK1.
I'm confused then, because why would they call Mortal Kombat 11 Mortal Kombat 1?
It's not called Mortal Kombat 11, it's Mortal Kombat 1.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. They're calling Mortal Kombat 11 Mortal Kombat 1. And you're over here telling me that they're also redid the first Mortal Kombat video game.
I'm telling you right now. What are you talking about, Mortal Kombat 11? I haven't even heard that. Hold on.
The last one was 10. This one is going to be 11, but it's not called Mortal Kombat 11. It is called Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, because it's...
It's after 10. It's after Liu Kang became a god.
I'm not thinking of Mortal Kombat 11. I'm thinking of Mortal Kombat 1. We already have a Mortal Kombat 11, don't we?
No.
Are you sure?
Pretty damn sure.
I'm like looking up videos and everyone's talking about like the full movie of Mortal Kombat 11. I'm seeing the artwork for Mortal Kombat. It's Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. We already had it.
Alright, so I guess MK12 is being called MK1.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath.
Right, my bad.
Mortal Kombat characters meet their future self. Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, they've already done Mortal Kombat 11.
So, okay, Mortal Kombat 12 is being called Mortal Kombat 1.
Yes. Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat 1.
But you're telling me they also redid the first Mortal Kombat game?
No. That's what they're doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not doing a 12. They just they reset. We're starting back from the beginning. It's cool.
For like the third time?
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, I kind of like what they're doing with it, because they're kind of trying to change up the scene a little bit. Because you should see, like, the transitions from character select to actually in the game. Because it's like you pick your characters and they talk right there on the character select screen to each other. And then they do like a pushback and then you're in the fight.
Oh.
Like there's
no like loading.
There's no real loading. Like it's hidden in a weird way.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, so I want more fighting games to do that. So cuz we need more genre changers. Cuz it kind of seems like we're stuck at a peak. Like games have peaked a little.
Yeah. What do you think of this new era of the multiple part movies?
I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate it.
You hate it?
I don't like the idea that you could be very invested in something, an IP or anything like that, go to a movie theater and watch it, not even knowing that there's going to be more. And then at the end of the movie, they're like, come back like next year for the second part. And it's like, fuck. Because we're losing the idea of, what is it? The journey of a hero? Like ways to write a story where it's like
But isn't it just bigger?
But I mean, there's two ways to go about it. Okay, one way, the I guess original idea of it, and like the way movies have been, is that you would start the movie, set the plot up, everything, rising action, and then right before you get to the climax, end the movie.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what this multiple parts, because
that's horrible.
Lots of people didn't know that when Beyond the Spider-Verse got like its first teaser, it was Beyond the Spider-Verse Part 1.
I didn't even know that.
So when I went to go watch the movie the second time, everyone in the theater groaned.
Yeah.
Because it has a to be continued.
That's horrible. That's fucking horrible.
What? Really?
Yeah, I hate that. If movies start doing that, if you ask me, hey, want to go watch a movie together, I'm going to ask you, what part is it? And if you say it's part 1, I would be like, no, I'll go watch part 2 with you. Do I even need to watch part 1? I don't want to watch part 1. I'm going to sleep through part 1, if anything. And then when part 2 comes out, I'll watch it and I'll guess what happened beforehand. Oh, yeah, he slept with his wife. That's why they're angry at each other. You were my brother, Anakin.
But no, we'll get into that point. Because the latest Fast and the Furious movie,
yeah,
the next Mission Impossible,
yeah,
and Spider-Verse are all going to be multiple parts.
Yeah.
To their one story.
So that's the bad way of doing it. The bad way of doing it, of being like, you get to the good part and then you cut it off for a part 2.
Damn, how did you get through all those One Piece episodes?
Because I feel like it's different in that way. Because for me, on those episodes and stuff, it does it the other way, where every part has its own rising action, climax, and then like a soft resolution. But there's something else, and we're back to rising like that quick. Like, I'm okay with an episode or a movie ending with a to be continued. There just has to be something worthwhile in that first part. Like, imagine if they did that with the Iron Man.
I say go watch Beyond the Spider-Verse, but I know how picky you are, so I don't think you'd be as excited. You might walk out of there and be like, I hated it, Chompy. I hated it. It wasn't good.
I feel like I'd watch it purely for Miguel O'Hara. Maybe Spider-Punk.
Spider-Punk was cool.
Yeah. I kind of like the clashing art styles and stuff. I really like that kind of stuff. I'd probably go just for that. Just to watch it in action. Watch it be fluid. I also saw, like, the... Spoilers? Is spoilers theme?
Sure. Spoilers for Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, if you haven't been avoiding the internet, I watched it day one because I avoided all the trailers. I only saw, like, pictures.
Yeah.
So, I saw that first teaser, so I knew that...
You also saw the after credits scene from the first Spider-Verse one?
Yeah.
Because that introduces Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the teaser was like the one was like, oh, is Spider-Man grounded? Like, you know, you see him going and it's like a whole different like 2D animation of him in this world, and then Spider 2099 attacks him.
Yeah. And
then it was like Beyond the Spider-Verse Part 1 coming out soon.
Yeah.
So I knew that there was going to be a moment that they fought. Mm-hmm. At first, I didn't know if it was R2099 because he looks different now. Yeah. He has a bigger upper body. Yeah. So I thought, like, oh, he has a bigger upper body. Maybe that's not R2099. Maybe that's an alternate universe's 20. But no, it is R2099.
Yeah, because it's two techniques there.
And then I knew that Spot was one of the main villains.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I saw a screenshot of him like, oh, Spot's in this movie.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't know anything else.
That's good. But
Which is good because one of the best things that everyone like laughed at in the theater, it was in the fucking trailer. It was in the fucking trailer. Like, it should not have been in the trailer.
Yeah.
It was new to me, but it's like that.
You went
Oh,
back
it's a
and watched
good
the trailer?
joke. I watched the trailer. I went back after I seen the movie because I did the spoiler-free review. I'm like, okay, so what can I talk about? Like, what did the trailer show?
Yeah.
And it showed that fucking scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Spider-Man pointing scene.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why trailers just suck. We need a better way to do trailers.
They reveal too much. I was talking to Storm, and he said, you know what? I was talking to a friend, and he said that if Empire Strikes Back came out today, the trailer would have revealed that Darth Vader's Luke's father.
Yeah.
That would have been in the trailer.
Yeah. It's that TikTok syndrome. Everyone just wants snippets, the point, the best part.
I don't know. I think a trailer should maybe be the first act, bits from the first act.
Only the first act,
like just bits from the first act and what it's leading up to, and then go watch the movie if you want the other half.
You know what would be a good video idea?
What?
You rewatch trailers of movies that came out in like the 80s.
I did that for Predator because I was curious and
of what they showed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, Tremors. Like, does Tremors even show you the monster? Like, in the trailer?
I imagine it's just the first-person view of it going through the ground.
Exactly.
And people, like, freaking out.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, we used to do trailers really good. Because, like, the interesting bit, like, what does the monster look like? What does it do? And all that. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street would be like another good one for a trailer, because that one, like, if it shows any of the kills, that's like, oh, that's a big part of the movie that you just spoiled right there. But
what also makes you, especially in horror films, you can kind of predict who's dead at what point.
Yeah.
Like Escape Room was like the first trailer. I'm kind of like, I kind of already know who dies because they're in this room, but these three characters that were in the beginning are nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Obviously, they died in one of the other rooms.
Interesting.
But no, it seems like we're hitting that point to where they're making movies multiple parts.
Mm-hmm. So I have a question.
I mean, I don't think it's bad, man, if you have like a huge story that you couldn't fit into just 1 2-hour movie.
Yeah. I also feel like we should go back to, like, going to see a play kind of thing, where they do both parts of the movie, right?
I feel like that's going to be a thing for when it's beyond. No, this one was Across the Spider-Verse. The next movie is Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it'll definitely be like they'll show the first part, and then in between there'll be like a 10-minute intermission where you can go to the bathroom.
It's like Evangelion.
Yeah, exactly, and then come back and watch the second part. Because I really am just not a fan of having to wait a long period of time for a second part. And I'm also not a fan of, like, animators or people that work on video games, people that work on music. I don't like the idea of them having to do crunch because they're trying to get out that second part as quick as possible.
Are you saying that because of all the Spider-Verse news that's popping out?
No.
That artists are walking out and they're saying that there's no way that we're going to be able to finish this movie and, like, have it the quality of the first one by next year.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we really shouldn't be.
I mean, my first thought was they had already done most of it and were already well on their way to wrapping it up, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like Lord of the Rings, or how, like, Peter Jackson would say, like, oh, we filmed enough to do 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was something like that, where, like, they've done mostly all the work, but they finished this first half, and now they just got to go back and touch up and finish the last half.
Yeah, exactly.
But it sounded like they haven't even started on it.
Probably because all of their efforts were going to the first part. Maybe.
But I thought they did it all together, man.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I guess not. Because one of the voice actors said, like, yeah, I haven't recorded any new lines for the movie, so...
Shit. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Huh. Anything else coming out that you're interested in?
Just that, man.
Huh.
Just been... Well, yeah, like I said, been living on the wreck. Had no idea another Final Fantasy was being made.
It's out.
Yeah, like you said, it's out. It's like I had no idea.
It's apparently really good. Well, I would say wait till it comes out to PC because it's PS5 only right now.
Yeah.
There's a whole issue with we don't know where it's going because like when they release it, it's either going to Steam or Epic Games. And if it goes to Epic Games, I might cry.
I think I've seen memes about that lately.
Yeah.
Because your phone listens to you and it knows, like, you got a PC now. Here's some PC memes and, like, you need a new keyboard. You need a new mouse.
Fuck, what was I? Oh, I was planning my trip on July 5th. And right after I like booked my ticket and everything, I started seeing like advertisements for hotels and stuff. I was like, okay, all right, calm down. It's not even close yet.
All right, so you won't be for the Star Wars thing.
I can be there for like a little bit of the first half.
All right.
I kind of forgot that it was July 5th on that.
Yeah. I didn't even think about July 4th, to be honest, when I did that. I'm like, okay, I'm off this day. I'll do it this day, and that's plenty of time to do what I have the next day off. I can recover.
Yeah.
We made the drinks. The lightsaber drink is sadly...
Not blue.
Not blue.
I know, I saw that.
You probably saw my post. It's fucking green.
Yeah. It's
They're like, oh, well, Luke had a green lightsaber. I'm like, yeah, but the picture they have here is fucking blue.
Did you use like a different ingredient?
No.
Or at all? What about blue?
It said melon liquor. And I think that's the thing that made it's green.
You could put some food coloring in it.
That's what people were saying. Like, you could use the blue curacao, but it's like it said melon liquor, though. It didn't say blue. It didn't say curacao. Or curacao, I'm not how you pronounce that.
I've been told that I've pronounced it wrong, so I'm refusing to pronounce it.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caraco. I pronounce it Caraco, and apparently it's curacao.
Curacao?
You're pronouncing it the right way, as far as I know.
Or curacao, I'm not sure.
I don't like that. Curacao?
But yeah, the Chewbacca one tastes like a cream soda.
That's good. I was going to say, like, what would your top 3 be on those?
I only made 2 of them.
So
the movies.
And you tried both of them?
Yeah. We still have to make the Yoda one.
Are you, like, pre-making these or just making
Well, I
sure
wanted to pre-make them to make sure they tasted good, which was good because the lightsaber one asked for 4 ounces of rum.
Uh-huh.
And that just made the drink so damn bitter.
Yeah.
Like, really nasty.
Okay.
So it's like, I would tell people, like, okay, you want a strong drink or do you want, like, a good tasting drink?
Yeah. A starter kind of thing.
Because then we'll just put 2 ounces.
That makes sense.
All right, so I want to talk about, when you were a kid, what kind of kid were you?
What kind of
Like, were you really
was
talkative or...
Oh, that's a good question. What ages are we thinking?
Maybe just elementary to like 2nd grade.
I was a loner of a kid. I don't really remember like talking or hanging out with anybody when I was in elementary school.
Oh. Well, I wasn't so much thinking about what kind of that, but I was just thinking back to when I was a kid because my mom brings it up every so often. So, did you know I used to be super talkative, Quentin?
Yeah. You still kind of fucking are. I can't get you to shut your mouth sometimes.
Okay, well, I guess it's a family. They disagree. Okay, so when I was a kid, I was that kid that would always talk.
Mm-hmm.
My family would actually... you've seen Space Jam, right?
Yeah.
So, do you remember the scene when they put in the player and it's like the mouse?
Yeah.
My parents would say that was me.
Speedy Gonzalez?
No, not Speedy Gonzalez. It was like another different little mouse.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, oh, me? Oh, boy.
Okay.
Says, do you like basketball? I love basketball.
That was you.
Yeah, they said, like, Chompy's like, look, it's Chompy.
Yeah, I think I was a pretty quiet kid when I was growing up, but that's interesting.
Yeah, it was before I went to middle school and became very quiet to my family and not as open.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a reason for that is you couldn't tell me shit when I was a kid because I would repeat it.
Oh. You would repeat it?
Yeah. Like, family would gossip, like, if family was getting into a fight.
Oh.
Like, so, hey, Grandma, why is Mom mad at you?
Gotcha.
Why is Mom didn't want to answer your phone call? Why?
Oh, no.
I actually got the IRS on us one time. I don't know if I've talked about that before.
No, you have not.
Yeah, my mom said the power was going to be out at our house for a bit because I forget what they were doing. But I guess I was at school, and I guess talking to the teacher, I'm like, oh yeah, our power's out.
Do you mean CPS?
I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Maybe you have to talk to my mom.
What were they trying to do? That's my question.
I guess make sure our living situation was good.
That's CPS. That's Child Protective
What did I
Services.
say?
IRS. You said the IRS. I thought you guys were committing like bank fraud or something, money laundering.
It's like, my grandpa prints money.
Yeah, that would get the IRS onto you.
But no, I guess it was a CPS.
Yeah, Child Protective Services. They were making sure that you were in a safe place.
Yeah.
That's funny.
How about you? Would you repeat a lot of what you said? Because it got to the point like, oh, we can't say anything around Juan because he repeated it. They had to say like, do not tell your aunt I said this.
No, I think I was just kind of like a go with the flow kind of kid in general.
Yeah, you were the cool kid.
No, I just like kind of hung out by myself a lot, and then it was
Run up on your mongoose bike, take out those cigarette candies.
Yeah. Just suck on it, pretend I'm smoking. I actually kind of would do that. No, it was a lot of bike rides, pools, and that's it. I don't remember anybody from my childhood, which is funny enough because that's like when we were in Virginia and California. Like, I didn't make friends until I got to middle school, kind of, because I read books. I was just a me kid.
I don't know. I mean, maybe my mom kind of screwed me over by taking me to middle school, a different town, as soon as I started hitting puberty, you know?
Yeah. Because it's kind of an awkward stage of your life.
It's the awkward stage of your
life. You don't know any
life.
of these people.
Don't know these people, you know?
Yeah.
My friend made me a weeb.
Got you on that bleach.
Yeah, he got me on that bleach and spent an entire weekend catching up to the current episode that Toonami was airing.
It's kind of funny that like me going full-blown weeb kind of happened later in my life, but I kind of always was a weeb.
Well, I discovered what anime was. Like what it entailed. After that, I was like, oh, I already loved anime because I liked One Piece, and I mean, it was the 4Kids One Piece, but I read the manga. I know what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
I know Bellamere didn't get thrown in a dungeon.
You're going away for a very long time.
You know what? I liked Arlong's 4Kids voice.
I bet you did. I don't think it was that bad.
Even though his lines were very trash. Literally, it's like, if you can't pay the cash, you're out with the trash. Don Creed had fucking poison plungers instead of spikes.
Yeah, it's so much.
I tip my hat
weird.
the 4Kids, the amount of editing they'd have to do just to like
frames.
All the extra work they had to do.
Yeah. They tried their fucking
and all
hardest.
the stuff they skipped out too that would That it's like I kind of wish 4 Kids were still going on just to see what they would have done.
I feel like they would have quit at some point.
They did quit.
Well, no, but like if they kept on going, if they had a reason to keep on going, I feel like it would have gotten to the point where they were like, we're about to skip an entire island.
You think so?
Yeah.
Which island do you think they'd skip?
I don't know enough islands. The Marine Archipelago.
The Marine Archipelago.
Where they meet Law for the first time. Pretty much where I'm at. Maybe even Zombie Island.
Wait. So... Oh, wait, no. Okay, no, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so wait, you're past the time skip, but no, that's when they meet the worst generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
You know what I'd want to see, though?
You know, they'd probably censor and be like, you could pay these people to clean your houses. They're not slaves.
Exactly. You know what I would like, though?
What?
I'd like to see a 4 Kids version of Berserk.
Your stomach?
Yeah. Don't call me out like that. But I would like to see a 4 Kids version of Berserk. What do you think they would change, like, his hand cannon to the Dragon Slayer? What do you think they would rename the Dragon Slayer?
You think it wouldn't be called the Dragon Slayer anymore?
I feel like they would have to, like, change it.
We're trying to think of all the names they changed.
I feel like they'd be like, oh yeah, my sword, Guts' sword, right? I'm not calling it the Dragon Slayer because I'm still trying to think of a name for it. They'd be like, it's too blunt to cut anything, so I hit you with it and you'll go to sleep right now.
Probably.
That'd be great.
I mean, they added all that extra dialogue when Nami pretends she stabs Usopp.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's added dialogue in that whole, like, fiasco when like, they throw the smoke bomb.
Uh-huh.
It's like, give me your rubber knife, Usopp, and remember, it's your rubber knife. Usopp palls.
Not to be mistaken with your actual knife. But yeah, that's funny. I want to rewatch some of those early arcs.
Not of
4 Kids, of like One Piece. Because those have to be my favorite, just in general.
I kind of miss Luffy's old hairdo.
I don't even know what his new hairdo is.
Well, you've probably seen modern, like, pictures of Luffy.
I don't really think my brain's connected the dots.
Well, I mean, he doesn't look as, I guess, cartoony anymore.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, he'd have, like, these, like, his arms wouldn't look muscular at all. They just look like noodles, like actual Rubberman.
Yeah.
Now he kind of has more of a build on him.
It's kind of what happens when you just fuck people up all day.
His hair is a bit more blocky, I guess I'd say. It's more like...
Lengthy? No?
No, his other one was, like, lengthy. He doesn't have as much bangs or...
Uh-huh.
There's not, like, the curl to his...
Interesting. Okay. I don't know.
But now, man, get back on One Piece.
Yeah, I'll have to get back on One Piece.
Actually, speaking of that, did you watch the live-action trailer?
I did not, but... I mean...
Do you have any hope? Because from what... I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that it has Oda's blessing.
Yeah, I've heard that,
That it got Oda's blessing, and that he was, like, a part of it.
Mm-hmm. It kind of seems like it'll be okay, because we are getting... How are they going to do Grimjaw? Cannon Jaw. Mr. Marine with the Iron Jaw. Iron Jaw?
Oh, Axe Hand Morgan, isn't that?
Yeah, Axe Hand Morgan, yeah.
Like, Grimjaw, like, that's Bleach, man.
Yeah, well, I know. All I can remember... I forgot he had an axe for a hand.
Yeah.
All I could remember is this metal fucking lower jaw. But, I don't know.
Or who knows if they're gonna adapt, like, each and every character.
Yeah, I could see that, because we are getting that part.
Well, I mean, it's probably gonna be hour-long episodes. How far do you think it's gonna go?
I feel like we're not gonna get an Usopp, right? There's no way.
In there.
Usopp's in there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They pretty much have the entire cast for up that they could, like, if they do Arlong, they could do Arlong for the crew.
Yeah.
You got Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Nami, Sanji.
I feel like we're going to get all the way to is it Water 7?
Water, so
With Frankie's.
that's
Frankie's.
way That's way too much to do.
I'm thinking of, like, we're going to skip. I think it's going to skip a lot.
You think it's going to skip Alabasta?
Yeah, I honestly do. What would we do in Alabasta?
I don't know what they did in Alabasta.
But that's the thing is, like, if you think about it on terms, you would have to pick, like, plot-heavy islands to do, but, like, to, like, the main plot. I guess Nico Robin. You meet Nico Robin on Alabasta.
Yeah.
So I guess they would have to do Alabasta.
I mean, I've noticed now watching One Piece because I've gone so much of it that you have to remember all of One Piece because you won't remember when when a seed gets planted like in chapter 200 and then sprouts in chapter 700.
Yeah. But I like that.
Like, Dr. Vegapunk was mentioned all the way back in episode 300.
The reason they do that is because while you're waiting for the next episode of One Piece or whatever, or for the current arc to end, you can just rewatch One Piece. So it'll be fresh in your mind.
Now I understand. I think that's why in fucking Dressrosa every goddamn opening was the same. And it's like, Luffy, a boy that ate the gum fruit is going to be tries to be king of the pirates with his crewmates, Usopp, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like 600 episodes in and I completely forgot that he ate the gum fruit or that was his crew.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. It's like, you know what, we just expect people to just drop One Piece at any point. When they come back, we want to remind them what Luffy's dream is and that he ate the gum fruit and that this is his entire crew.
Yeah, exactly. But my hopes for the live action adaptation is that we at least get to like see a teaser of Frankie. Like they're outside Frankie's palace, you know? It's Frankie's house.
That's pretty far to go in. I don't
know. It is pretty far, but I
kind of feel like this might go up to Arlong and end there. If anything.
I would be okay with that. I would like to see a live action interpretation of like Arlong's whole arc. I'd like to have that, the 4Kids version, the sub, the dub,
and the live action,
the movies,
because
they did a movie where it was arc, and then the live action, and just having like fucking, it's more than a trifecta of that one scene.
I lost my train of thought. I was gonna ask you something. Okay, I'm trying to retrace my steps.
Retrace your steps.
One Piece, Cowboy Bebop. What was I thinking of? Frankie's house. Shit!
It's gone.
It was further into One Piece shit.
Probably too far for me. I said Water 7.
Oh my gosh, it was a good thing too.
Well, apparently not good enough to remember.
Shut up. It's gonna come to me.
Other than that, there really isn't anything else going on, is there?
I mean, there's always something.
Yeah.
We're talking about the One Piece live action. It's gonna kill me. I had something in my head.
Movies.
How far are you again?
They pretty much just met the Bad Generation.
The Bad Generation?
Yeah.
So you're near the time skip of One Piece?
Yeah, I'm very close to this time skip of One Piece.
Damn, how far do you think this live action will go, like, in years? Like, you think 10 years from now it's like, hey man, we're adapting Water 7 now?
Maybe. No, it's not gonna happen. Live action takes too much money to actually produce and make. I feel like it would be too expensive of a project to essentially make this thing for free and to like give it to networks to air. Like even like I guess TV. Imagine they put the live action of One Piece on TV. That'd be weird.
Might get more fans. Who knows?
Imagine the whiplash fans would be having going from the live action straight into the anime. They start off with episode 1 and it's like, why does it look like shit? Why is it letterboxed?
I mean, it came out so many years ago, man.
Yeah. Well,
1996.
there are people who are getting to the age of 21 that were born after 9/11, Chompy. They don't know what letterboxing is, Chompy. They've never seen a CCTV. They've never seen like one of those big, chunky TVs. We're old.
We are old.
We're very
but
old.
But every generation's going to come across that.
Yeah. I feel like we're kind of getting the worst of it, though, because we remember...
Right now, because we're there. Well, I guess that depends on how far we think technology is going to progress. If we're pretty stagnant now, or if it's going to be like...
I don't know.
Or if we're going to make big jumps, because, okay, so... It's like, yeah, I came from the time when a YouTube video took all day to load up.
Yeah.
You know, my uncles would put episodes of Naruto or like going through YouTube like, hey, watch Toradora episode 2 part 1, but we don't have part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Subtitles that were yellow with black outlines.
That one hurts.
That one hurts.
That one hurts. I don't know. We're definitely getting big jumps in technology, but that was definitely when the internet was a wild west wasteland. But honestly, I was just thinking, like, there's a new gun that came out that's like an LMG, and it fucking looks and acts like almost like the pulse rifle or whatever it is from Aliens, where it has like a self-compensating barrel. I don't know, we're getting to that point where like shit that was sci-fi back in our day when we were young is becoming real now.
Damn.
Yeah. And like...
So you mean to tell me we ain't gonna have bullets no more, we'll be shooting lasers at each other?
Well, no, it's just like, it's very self-compensating. We're not at... Well, I mean, railguns do exist, which is fucking terrifying. But, like, I don't... What was, like, Meet the Robinsons with, like, the AI house?
I think there was an AI house, yeah.
There was an AI house movie in general. We're getting to that point. We kind of already have it. I'm kind of surprised we don't have, like, an AI in our house.
Speaking of technology, I got a bidet.
You got a bidet?
I did.
Is it good?
I haven't used it yet, to be honest.
Are you scared?
No. I just haven't had to take a shit yet.
When did you get this?
Like 5 days ago.
You haven't taken a shit in 5 days?
No, I have, but I'm never home.
Okay. Next time, hold it in.
Just hold it in?
Just hold it in until you get home. Are you going to have that South Park moment? Yeah, where the soft music comes on and everything?
Maybe.
You're going to start calling me, texting me, like, hey, you should come over and hang out. You're going to give me a bunch of fiber and stuff so I go to the bathroom. Grape juice. Stuff like that.
No. I was listening, just been surrounded by bidet talk on the Trash Taste podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
They apparently Japan, do you take baths?
On occasion, yeah.
So apparently Japan has like a timer bath.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can set it and it will start filling up like by the time when you wake up, like morning coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they just have really like convenient technology like that.
Yeah.
I'm about to plant an irrational fear into your head.
Into my head?
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
So imagine you decide to drink one night and you drink a lot, like too much, and you figure out like, oh, I need a puke. And you go to the bathroom with the bidet and you hunch over and you start puking, and then your hand slips and you hit one of the buttons and it starts spraying you viciously in the face.
My mom's face already got sprayed.
Why?
Because she wanted to see how it works. And she was going, like, you know, she was like, he's like, how's it supposed to wash your butt? Because it was just pouring water.
Didn't Willem ever tell her to never look down the barrel of a gun?
Well, no, she wasn't looking down. She was up. We were both up, and it's like, I think you gotta turn it all the way. And she turns it all the way in this thing, because first it seems like a waterfall, like it's just shooting out, but it's not like it's just going down the back side of the toilet.
It builds up.
And then she turned it more, and then this thing shoots out, and she gets it's like, how did you shut it off?
Yeah, well,
that surprised me. I was like, I didn't expect like a little thing to just shoot out, like something came out and then that shot the water.
Oh, well, yeah, because, I don't know, it gives you time to, like, mentally prepare yourself, I guess. That's interesting. I'll have to use it before I go.
It's gonna spray and tickle my asshole. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm just kind of hoping it just goes between my cheeks.
You're gonna have to learn, like, proper bidet etiquette.
What is proper bidet etiquette?
I don't know, but I bet you there is some. Like how long do you need the bidet to spray for?
That's a good question.
How do you know if you're clean?
It's a good question too.
I hate these questions so much. I feel so wrong for just talking about it like this.
Why?
What okay, hold on. Let's change topics really quick. What's like an everyday convenience item that you would want?
An everyday convenience item that I would want.
Yeah. Like, kind of like on the principle of like a bidet where it's like it just simplifies something. Right? Because, like, in my head, I'm thinking I want auto lights. Like, for my room.
Isn't that already a thing?
They are. That's what I'm saying. Is like I would want auto lights.
Like you walk into the room, it turns on?
No. I wouldn't want that way. I would want, like, the clapper. The clapper, or a remote that controls them. I would love
I think that's
that.
what that one is.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
kind of what it
connected
looks
to
like.
a thing, and there's an app, and you can...
See, exactly.
Which is also kind of scary, though, because I don't want people fucking with my lights.
You're either going... I don't know. I see where you're coming from there, but that's why you gotta, like, maintain control of that kind of stuff.
Speaking of technology, did you see any of the new Black Mirror episodes?
Oh, did they come out with a new season?
I heard, yeah.
No, I have not.
Kind of heard that it kind of looks like they're losing their way.
Yeah, I forget which season it was, but there was a season where it kind of felt like they were losing their way already.
I think that there's one episode they say that has nothing to do with technology, it just feels like something from Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, or like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Well, they said it was like the Twilight Zone, but technology.
Yeah.
I think it seems like they're kind of losing their way.
It's also kind of weird because we also have Love, Death, and Robots, which kind of was doing the same thing.
But that's kind of just short stories done in different animation styles.
But even then, it has that same flavor. So much so I get them confused.
Like I saw I think I saw a clip to the Santa Claus one.
Yeah,
when Santa Claus is like a monster that regurgitates gifts.
Yeah, I saw. I watched all of Love, Death, and Robots when it came out. Like that season. That was a really good episode because like they're not too long. You know, you can sit down and knock all of them out. But yeah, no, Love, Death, and the Robots was really good. Black Mirror is a bit longer.
Did you like the one about the technology guy that his first form was he was a pool cleaner?
What?
Yeah, he was like the things you put in pools to clean it, and he'd go in a square, and that's why he's obsessed with like the blue square. This was like season 1, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. He was like a prolific something. He was like an artist.
Yeah, he was an artist, but he was like an android, like a cyborg, and he says his first, like, he began as this.
Yeah. I remember it. I did like that. There was a lot of them that I just really liked and were interesting. Black Mirror episodes, first season was incredible.
Yeah.
It was
It
absolutely
blew my
incredible.
mind when you introduced it to me.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like, what's the Black Mirror? And it's like, I don't know. You just show up the TV. I'm like, that's clever.
I remember that because, yeah. But also, yeah, TVs in general. I don't know. I'm kind of wanting something else like that because I feel like the last thing that we personally experienced that was life-changing and whatnot was Evangelion Thrice Upon a Time. Right? Like that hurt us, like, on a deep level.
I think it's just because it was the end of something.
But that's the thing is, like, that was it with every Evangelion, you know? We didn't walk away from an Evangelion going, it was okay. Like, we wanted fucking answers. Like, I feel like if I went and watched Avatar, Way of the Water, whatever, I would walk away being like...
That was a movie?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're saying you just haven't experienced that media that makes you feel empty after it ends?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm wanting, like...
Honestly, I think that's something that's true. I haven't felt that in a while.
Yeah, like, I'm wanting, like, a Me 3 kind of thing. Or, like, a different kind of Evangelion. It kind of seems like there is one coming out. It's Hideaki Anno's... I think it's Hideaki... No, Hayao Miyazaki. He's doing his last movie.
That's the Ghibli guy, right?
Yeah. He's doing his last movie, and it's not going to have any trailers.
I've heard some crazy things about that guy lately.
Yeah. Like what?
Well, no, I guess I've heard the parts of him being just kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
That he walked out of his son's movie premiere.
Mm-hmm. I'm totally okay with that.
And talked shit, like...
But also, these could be, like, hyperboles. But also, it's like, that's kind of who he was as a person. Like, it's fucking hilarious. Because he's the one that said, like, weebs are fucking horrible. Or people that watch anime are fucking horrible. And then,
I never knew if that was true, if that was hyperbole.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, like, I feel like people... like the idea of him having like a polar opposite of how he actually is. And
his counterpart is fucking what's his name? Junji Ito.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I was going. Uzumaki, still not out yet. Still kind of upset about that. The Netflix adaptation of Uzumaki. They're having problems with it apparently.
Well, his art seems hard to animate.
Yeah.
I guess Gyo was a Junji Ito film, and that one just made me sick. I did not like it.
It was a Gyo manga. It was its own manga.
I mean, when I first saw things like, oh, it's like a horror anime with a shark that can walk on land. This looks fun. And I watched, I'm just kind of like, I'm grossed out, and that ending made me feel empty inside.
Yeah. I guess for me, the last thing that kind of did that for me was Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush, I already talked about it, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But there is a part in there that actually like filled me with that feeling again, and it had been a while.
They're doing Konosuba season 3.
But Konosuba is just funny and good.
Well, I'm excited for it, man.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I finished the Megumin one. It does end full circle.
Yeah, that's why I'm not surprised. Is like they're gonna do a season 3. They're just so. Does that mean?
I don't know, man. No game, no life. There's still not a season 2.
Yeah. Does this mean Megumin is like the canon girl?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, when I watched fucking Konosuba back in high school, you know, I was the horny kid, like, I wanted to get with Darkness. I wanted to get with the big tittied anime girl. But rewatching it now, I'm like, okay, you know what? He has more interactions with Megumin and is there for Megumin more than anything, so I can see how a relationship forms.
I still think Aqua. Like, they fucking slept in a barn together for, like, a month or something.
And she just kept quiet when he masturbated.
Yeah, like there's so much. I also feel like I'd have to like watch or yeah, do the visual novel or something. Fuck. You know what I've been wanting?
What?
A season 2 of Spice and Wolf. Like a season 3, sorry.
Season 3?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, Devil's a part-timer 10 years later.
Yeah.
You never know, just maybe out of nowhere.
Fucking, I missed Spice and Wolf. I was thinking about rewatching it recently.
No, Owen.
Who the fuck is Owen?
He is the mother of my future niece's cat.
It's a cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm allergic to cats.
See...
And it sucks because I want to love him because I want to love that cat. I do.
Yeah.
But every time I'm near it, eyes itchy.
Were you okay at Travis's? With Revy?
I was hopped up on allergy pills.
Oh, gotcha.
Was taking like 3 a day.
Huh. What, do you have any, like, adventures or anything planned in your near future?
Not yet. I'm trying to save up my money to a certain point before I start going on these adventures.
Mm-hmm.
I know Gunnar invited us to Lagoon.
I don't want to go to Lagoon. That doesn't...
You let him down easy then.
Yeah. I did let him down easy. It doesn't sound fun to me. It just doesn't. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of roller coasters and stuff. I don't mind them, but it's just like...
What if Gunnar... Okay, what place would Gunnar have to say that you'd be like, fuck yeah, let's do this?
I don't know. I'd love to go shooting. Go to a shooting range.
I'd do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Gunnar would probably be down.
I
Willem would
would-
probably be down.
Yeah, I would like to, like, even, like, a small activity. Like, fucking, I don't know, go rent bikes somewhere. Just go fucking biking, go hiking, go camping. Something less...
I don't know, I feel like I have to get my knowledge down before I go camping.
Yeah, your knowledge.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't feel like I have enough, like, camping knowledge.
Just binge watch Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls.
Yeah, just binge watch Bear Grylls. We'll go out there in like a regular tent and stuff, and you'll be making a fucking teepee, a lean-to. Fucking making snare traps. Like, I'm gonna catch a rabbit.
Maybe. That seems a good place to
Yeah.
end. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and see you next time.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a pleasure talking with all of you.